Good morning. I say it every year and I'm gonna say it now. It is Baltic. It is freezing. Like, what has happened over the past couple of days? Is that cold? I'm walking with my hood up. It's not even raining. What a day, in the words of Harvey Price. But anyway, welcome to today's video. Hope you're okay. Shit, I nearly slipped over then. That would have been a bad move and I'd have landed on my arse. Just wanted to start this video off by saying thank you, as the views, the likes, the support, even the support on Instagram as well, people dropping me a message, all that sort of stuff, the comments, it means a lot. It means more than what you know right now. Anyway, enough of the fucking soppy bollocks. Let's just get on with the video. Please drop a like, please subscribe, please drop a like, otherwise me and Diesel, we're gonna find your nan and I'm gonna make sure he bites your nan and I'm gonna kick her to finish her off. Might kick her in the head. Some 180 pounds is nothing, but when you're 5'5", 5'6", 5'5.5", we'll call it that. I ain't gonna bullshit anyone. I used to bullshit back when I was like 19, 20. I used to bullshit people saying that I'm fucking 6'1" on Tinder. Come on. Knowing that I'd never meet these girls. Could you imagine if I met a girl, she thought I was 6'1", and it turns out I'm 5'6". All around me are familiar faces. Faces. Luckily it never got to that point. Dead throw as well. Everything in life is going really well, really well. Training's good, stress is good, business is really good as well. I don't often speak about what I do, like what earns me my money, and my main income is coaching. I earn all my money from coaching pretty much. I get a little bit of money from YouTube, you know. I probably get, for the amount of views I get, I'd probably get about $300, $400 a month, which realistically when you convert into pounds, it's not really, or sterling, whatever, it's not really crazy amounts. So YouTube is like secondary, like pocket money, if you want to call it that. And a lot of people always think when you get to YouTube, I'm going to earn so much money, but you don't. It's a lot harder than what you think, and obviously if your video gets demonetized, you can't earn money. So yeah, it's very it's a lot harder than what people think, if I'm honest. But coaching's good. Coaching's really well, actually. I remember when I was back in 2017 now, no, 2018, I graduated from university. I didn't want to go into a job. I didn't know what to do when I finished with my degree. Like, what the fuck do I do with this? I told myself, look, George, this is a perfect opportunity. I watched a video once on Facebook and it said, when you graduate from uni, you can take risks. You have no responsibilities, you have nothing going on. One thing that I told myself was, right, perfect opportunities for me to do that. I want to be my own boss. I want to run my own business. And don't get me wrong, the first like 6 months was really hard. I had to budget myself. I wasn't earning much because I was just starting out. But one thing I did was I was just persistent with it. Kept posting content, kept getting transformations, and now 3 years on, it's my full-time job, and I've turned my absolute passion into a job that I can earn money from. Yeah, it's great. And I always say to people out there who want to be a coach themselves, like, it's hard. It is very hard getting on your own TV because everyone's a coach now. But the one thing you need to do is just be very consistent, go above and beyond, be patient, because it will come. I've waffled 2 minutes about business and stuff when most people don't give a shit. But yeah, business is going really well, and I'm very grateful to do what I do. And something that I try and do as of recently is just try and reflect upon what I've done so far, because I always want to be work. I need to be doing more, need to be doing more, but I should be grateful for how far I've came in the period of time. And if you've been following the channel, you hopefully could see how far I've came in that period of time. Anyway, enough of that. Those chubby cheeks need to get a fucking move on, because we're hungry and it's fucking push day today, so let's go. Turn that shit off for a second. That is too fire. Right, had a shower and shit. Gonna try this out. Why not? Concluded the video. Chocolate Bueno. Now, don't like trying something I've never tried before, because I like the caramel biscuit. So usually this is the one that I use. Absolute go. Absolute. Just listen, yeah. If it's shit, this is what I'm willing to do. If it's shit, I'll be honest, and I will literally throw it in the bin, and I'll make this. I don't give a fuck. Call me a twat, I don't give a shit. This one is from the Chaos Crew, Chocolate Bueno, which I went through in this video. Macros are pretty good on it. So, I'm nervous because I don't know what it's going to be like. I don't know how to cook it. Don't know how to make it in the microwave, not cook it. You don't cook cream of rice. So we're gonna be the judge of it, and no one's given a review yet. So Will obviously value my opinion very well. So Will, if you're watching, it smells like chocolate Bueno. That's a good start, isn't it? Open your nostrils up and smell it. I dare ya. Nice. Stick to the same amount of water. 400 millilitres with 100 grams of cream of rice. Debating it already, guys. I just licked the spoon and or sucked the spoon, and I'm not sure if I'm keen on it. It tastes chocolatey. It doesn't taste like chocolate Bueno, but it's a little bit like powdery. But saying that, I've just literally mixed the powder in water, so look at me judging already. It's not a good start, that. You know them ones, please be good. Be honest here. It just smells too chocolatey for me. I don't know. Here we go, a little taste test of them here. We'll continue it because at the moment it's fucking cream of soup. I'm judging. I'm very judgmental. Like when I look. Oh. Fuck's sake. I haven't even had it properly yet, but I can confirm this is better. I ain't gonna bullshit you. I'm sorry. Fuck! Now I've got to eat this. Have I really got to eat this? I've got to eat it, ain't I? Can't just I know I said I'll throw it away, but I think I was just all talk there for the camera. Because that's just wasting food, and I don't like wasting food. Now, I'm combining that with the double chocolate Perform Whey, which is, again, very chocolatey. I'm just going to have a chocolate explosion here. So I've nailed the consistency. Very similar to how I usually have it. Let's give you a little... Yes. Now, people have been tagging me on Instagram. George Osborne 12, by the way. The cream of rices, and it's been fucking dreadful. And people are like, my cream of rice is the best. I'm like, really? You eat cream of brick? I said to someone the other day, fucking cream of cement, mate. What the fuck is that? It's just, oh, some people, eh? But each to their own. If you like that sort of shit, then by all means, I'm not here to judge, but fuck me. I am here to judge, actually. That is terrible. So yeah, consistency. Let's give you a live little taste test of this bad boy. I don't like it. What do I do now? I don't like the consistency is the exact same as the cream of rice that I use. No, I'm saying this wrong. I've made it the exact same consistency. However, it doesn't taste like the same consistency in my mouth. Who turned? Oh, Neil. Oh, Neil. What am I gonna do? What a day. We'll see what it's like. It's taken me fucking 20 minutes to do this. Should take me a minute and a half. I feel like you're very high up. I think you might be, but I'm not adjusting the camera. Yeah, you're quite high up right now. I feel like I'm looking up to everyone, which on a day-to-day basis, I do already. So not much has changed there. Right, anyway, let's try this then. It smells like, you know when you make brownies from scratch and you can smell them in the oven? That's what it smells like. Taste test. So obviously gone for my usual setup, Perform Whey, blueberries. Here we go. In the words of George Osborne, it's 8. It's alright. It's not great. It's nowhere near as good as the caramel biscuit. It tastes a bit powdery as I'm eating it right now. I've cooked it to perfection. I made a big effort to cook it to perfection. It's 8. It's nothing crazy. I'm a little bit disappointed. If I had to give it an honest rating out of 10, 5. I'm quite harsh on my critiques anyway, so it probably is a 7 or 8 for most people, but no, it's 7. Nah, it's not a 7. It's 8. It's eatable, so it's at least a 5 is eatable. Who knows? And who gives a shit? It's my opinion anyway. Who cares? You might think it's amazing. If you think it's amazing, great. I don't. Who cares? Anyway, use my code George10. Use George10 if you want to buy it. Great selling point. But I'm always honest, innit? I'm not going to bullshit you. I'd rather be honest about it and say I'm not that guy who goes, oh my fucking god, that's the best ever cream of rice I've had. Nah, I ain't that guy. I see too many punks online do that shit. 666. New one on the playlist. This one's very, very good. I think this guy's still in prison. If he's in prison still, free him. Free the Donny. Probably murdered someone, but free him anyway because he's good at drill.
Since 14 I became a god. I got 15 years in a 4 years deep, still flagging this what? 1 year deep in a
You know them ones where someone goes to prison and they're like, oh, free my bro. You ask them what they do. Ah, just casually try stabbing a man. Oh yeah, let's free him. No, let's not free these guys. Keep them in prison. They should not be on the streets, innit? You going around stabbing, you don't deserve to be on the streets. Don't free my guy. Keep him locked up. Throw away the keys. Especially for nonces as well. They fucking deserve a slap in there, boy. I still always get mad anxious about going into my training sessions. Even that walk to the gym, I'm thinking, fuck, I've got to do this today, I've got to do that. But the best thing I've learned, confidence. Tell yourself you can do it. I am going to do it. That's what I tell myself. I'm fucking walking in now, I'm going to do it. I've already visualised what I'm going to be doing in my head. Little trick for you. I've already wrote out what I'm going to be doing in terms of lobbing numbers. Little tip. Like that anxiety, try and thrive off it. Don't use it as a negative. Try and use it as a positive, and trust me, it'll make your fucking sessions 10 times better. One thing I've been working on is just time efficiency with my day. I found that, like even right now, like just recording this intro, it does take up a little bit of time, and I sometimes fuck up my words and have to start again. I used to sit here, drink my pre-workout, but now I'm just drinking the pre-workout on the way to the gym, so I just kind of kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Don't need to sit here for an extra 10 minutes longer than what I usually do. I find that when I, obviously, and this everyone can relate to this, like when I was at Tesco's on the tills during my university days, I used to live for that 4 o'clock finish on a Sunday. Fucking hated it. The hour used to go by so slowly. But now when I do something that I absolutely love and I don't really call it a job what I do, where's the time gone? Where's the fucking time gone? You know, it's one of those ones. So I'm really making a conscious effort this week to keep on top of absolutely everything that I do. Try and finish training a little bit earlier. Try and take the dog out a little bit earlier now that it's getting darker. All these sort of things that I sit there and think I could be so much more efficient with my time. And that's one goal that I've been trying to do. So luckily I got push today. Push is not really a long session. It normally takes about an hour and a half to do, and then my leg sessions, pull sessions maybe take up to about 2 hours. I used to be that guy that used to train 3 hours plus, and yeah, by the end of it it's just like, what's the point? What is the point? Anyway, I'm in for push. I have got a few things that I want to focus on at the moment. One being the high incline dumbbell press. I'm really determined to get that above the 40 kilos that I'm doing right now. I struggle with that exercise massively for whatever reason. I'm not sure why. I think I put and exert a lot of energy kicking those fucking dumbbells up, and I should really just ask for a spot. But I'm quite stubborn about it because I don't want the spot to take away from my true strength, and I like to always be honest with myself and do things myself, as weird as that sounds. So yeah, I might ask for a spot today and see how well that goes. Probably won't, most likely. Then I've got incline Smith press that I've been incorporating for the past 2 weeks now, so that's been moving up like 5-10 kilos since I've incorporated it. Then I've got weighted dips. What are you smirking at? I've got weighted dips. And then I've got cuff lateral raises. See, doing all that doesn't bother me. You can do all that all you want. It doesn't distract me at all. Cuff lateral raises, no, cuff fly, lateral raise machine, tricep press down, and then a skull crush variation that I've been incorporated. I got it from Brett Wilkin. I wouldn't say it's my idea. People thought it was my idea. Like, that's an amazing idea, dear George. Where'd you get that from? Like, I didn't make it up myself. I just saw it on Instagram and thought I'd give it a go. So I might do that today. But it's just the setup. The setup for a tricep overhead press is a bit long to do. Either way, I'm waffling. Head is on. I am, what, about 40, if I had to really guess how many weeks I'm out, about 46 weeks out. Hit 180 quite comfortably this week in terms of scale weight. That seems to be my sweet spot at the moment. I've got to that body weight where I'm performing like really, really well. Don't know why. I just hit 180 pounds and I just feel strong, feel like every single movement I do, it just moves nicely. So there's like a body weight that you hit, which is like sort of like your peak body weight that you can perform your best. So if you get there at some point, make sure you exhaust the fuck out of it and just stay there. Even though you might be uncomfortable, you might not look the way you look, just reap the rewards from being up there. And I've always said, the guys that do that, you see the guys, look at some of the top pro bodybuilders in this world. Like Jay Cutler when he was in his off season, fat as fuck. Dorian, big, dense, bloated. You know, that's the goal we want to achieve. And if you can do that for a long time, you're going to see the results from that. Anyway, let's get into this session. We have push on the cards, as I mentioned, and as always, like everything that I'm doing right now is contributing towards next year. It's all I think about is just bringing a better package on stage. I see guys this year that have competed and I think I can beat them. Happily will admit, I think I stand next to them. Certain shots, yeah, they might beat me on, but other shots I beat them on. And I think, yeah, I know I'm going to do very well next year. That's all I'm going to say. Because the work that I've been putting in now gives me confidence. Gives me confidence. And I might sound like a cocky twat. I've never backed myself like this before, and you got to try it, man. I've always self-doubted myself. I've always called myself a little shit, a little twat, but no more. Even though I might be a little shit sometimes, I'm determined to improve. Anyway. Nice in the game. Let's fucking do this. 46 weeks out. Back on the voiceover. Hope you're good. Hope things are going well. Hope you're enjoying today's video. If you have, of course, please drop a like. I always really appreciate it. So something I wanted to mention to begin with is the warm-ups. You know, warm up with a purpose. Have a purpose behind what you are doing, and don't be going through the motions. And I see it all the time with guys and girls. You know, they just warm up, sit on the phone, do this, do that. You know, fuck that. Like, this sort of thing I'm doing right now can dictate how well my session will go. So I always turn off my phone, don't even bother looking at it, just play music, play one of my favourite songs, and I get my head down and I really just focus on warming up, think about what I'm going to be doing in that session. And it may sound pathetic to some people, but for me, I visualise that sort of thing and it's happening. You know, you've seen my progress. I posted on Instagram the other day, my progression. You've seen the progress. This is what I'm doing. Replicate what I'm doing, do it for a very long time, and surprise, surprise, you'll get fucking results. So yeah, warm up with a purpose, have a reasoning behind it, have some passion going into it, and just don't go through the motions. I see it time and time again, it annoys me. I started off with cuff lateral raises, you know the drill. Really thinking about holding that 1 count at the top, really getting a good contraction on the side delts, keeping my arms fairly straight just to recruit a lot of the side delt. What I've been incorporating lately is like a bit of a drop set. So what I will do is I will do 2 working sets, like 1 set of 8 to 10, 1 set of 12 to 15. And on that 12 to 15 set, I'll do like a drop set. Obviously your side delt is such a small muscle group that you can get away with doing a little bit more volume on it and it can recover pretty well. So take advantage. And I think one of the biggest things that I've learned with my side delts and just improving my fullness in them is just being very consistent and accuracy. I am just warming up for the high incline dumbbell shoulder press. A typical sort of warm-up technique that I like to do is preserve the energy for the working set, not fucking waste like 30, 40 reps on the warm-ups. It just wastes time. Like, what are the purpose of warm-ups then? To get warm for the main work that's done. So you'll see as I progress up the warm-up sets, the less repetitions that I will do. Obviously the lighter load, the more reps I will do, get used to the movement pattern. As I get closer to that point, what I would do is I'll do like 1 or 2 reps prior to doing my working set. So just to feel the weight, just to know what that feels like in my hands, then go to the main part of the workout. So preserve your energy for what matters. Don't waste your fucking energy. And then we move on to the high incline. So the main compound for today's session. So I did 40s for a set of 8, which pound for pound for my body weight right now isn't too bad. I would like to get the 45s before I finish my off season. So in the next 4 months or so, another 5 kilos on top of this. I think I could do that quite comfortably. Now you might be thinking, why do I press in this particular fashion with the bench set up the way it is? One, it's just a healthier way for my shoulders to press. I feel more comfortable in this position. 2, it makes it a little bit easier for me to kick up the dumbbells. Like I said in the introduction, I'm a little bit 50-50 on getting a spot. And I don't like relying on other people to help me out, because realistically I'd want the same person to spot me each time, and they're not going to be in the gym the same time as me every day. So I like to kind of do it myself, and I know that's kind of where I'm at realistically, instead of a spotter going, oh, all you bro, all you. But really, realistically, you know in your head they're just fucking spotting you here. It's not you at all. And I did 35s. I think I got 11 or 12 reps here. I cannot remember. I seem to get past like 10 reps on this and I just hit like a wall where I just can't seem to, as you can see here, just hit a real sticking point, and I just couldn't get that last rep, which was really annoying considering the last couple reps were moving really nicely. Second, third week now on doing the incline Smith press. I really like the incline Smith press, especially if you've got a good Smith machine. My cues for this is just really like lining everything up in a solid position. So what I mean by that was probably the worst way to explain it then, but just making sure that your elbow joint, wrist joint, where the bar is positioned when coming down on the eccentric is all in a good position, so you're not relying on too much, you know, anterior delt here. And this was the last rep, which for me, when I complete a rep like that, that's it. Don't need to do any more than that. And then the back offset, I like to be, when I'm going above 10 reps, I like to be a little bit quicker on the eccentrics. You may notice the difference between the top set and the back offset there. I'm a little bit more continuous, if you want to call it that. And for me, I just think there are different types of ways of training. I like to control the eccentrics with everything that I do. But if I'm going for like a 12 rep plus set, then I really want to try and think about, fuck, I need to get there. You know, if I'm controlling the eccentric for like 3 or 4 seconds, chances are it's going to take me forever to get there. So I think there's a perfect balance between the two. And I'm not saying that my eccentrics are sloppy, but I will certainly say that going a little bit quicker isn't going to do you any harm. So yeah, that's kind of how I like to do the top set, and that's how I like to do the back offset. And you'll see this within the dips. You'll notice that the top set on my dips here, I'm really controlling the eccentric, and then the back offset, I'm really focusing on just more continuous reps and repping it out. This is, I think I have 50 kilos in between my legs here for a set of 6, which wasn't too bad. The last rep was an absolute grinder, which I think was this one. Go on, George. Get it, son. Go on. Finish it. Lock out, lock out, lock out. Have it. I knew I'd have it. I was telling myself, fucking lock it out or you're going to lose. It sounds so stupid, yeah? But I was like, lock that rep out, otherwise you'll come in second place. And in my head, I'm like, nah. I want to get fucking first place. So you bet you I was repping that bad boy out. Same again here. I was like thinking, right, George, get first place, lock it out, first fucking place, and bosh, headphone falls out. Game changer. There's the only problem with those AirPod Pros. They're fucking great, but they don't really sit in your ears well. I need to change the actual rubber bits on them. Anyway, pec deck. So I'm actually doing this both in both my push rotations now. I was previously doing a cuff fly, but the cuff fly I'm a little bit 50-50 on. I don't know whether I like it or not, and I really connect well with the pec deck with the D handles here. So what I do to make sure that I'm not stalling in terms of progress whilst doing the same exercises in both rotations is, often I find when you do an exercise more frequently, chances are you're more likely to stall on it for whatever reason. So what I do is I just change the rep ranges for both the, so for example, let's say this session I did one set of 8 to 10, one set of 12 to 15. The other session I'll do one set of 15 to 20, and then I'll do like one set of like 8 to 12. So I'll kind of mix up the rep ranges there. So I'm working in different loadings, which prevents me from stalling. And you also may have noticed one thing I do is, and you saw it probably here, is I actually do drop sets. So something that I have introduced recently, and this really depends on my recovery, is adding in like drop sets when I feel like I can do more volume. And again, I'll base that upon my recovery demand. So if I notice that my log numbers are starting to stall, chances are I probably won't implement the drop sets. But if I notice that I'm progressing, like today I had a really good session where everything progressed, then I like to take the piss a little bit and add some drop sets in some intensity methods just to really take it there. And I normally do that on my isolation stuff. I never really do it on the compound, just because it's so taxing on the compound. So like cuff lateral raises, as I mentioned earlier, I do drop sets. The pec fly, I'll do a drop set. I do a rest pause on the lateral raise machine now. And one thing that I did on this particular day was I just reset my the weight, because I was finding that I was just chasing log numbers on this rest pause, and I wasn't really going on there and feeling my side delts. So I reset that, and honestly, when I came off the machine, my side delts were frazzled, absolutely cream crackered. Then I go into the tricep press down. People ask me, where do I get this handle from? So you might notice the bar that the ropes are attached to. It's called Assist Your Lift. If you go on Instagram, type in Assist Your Lift. They sell like gym attachments, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, really, really good. Just adds a little bit of variety into your training as well. And I do my curls with it. I do my press downs with it. You can do loads of cuff stuff with it. So yeah, definitely recommend. Go check them out. I'll probably link it down below if I do remember. And then obviously went into my tricep press downs. Then I went into my skull crush on like an incline bench. Again, you know, long head of the tricep, really focusing on creating as much tension as you can at the bottom. So I pause here, get a good stretch in that long head, and then I'm explosive out the bottom. So yeah, today's session was really, really good. Everything progressed nicely. Everything was where I wanted it to be. And like I said earlier in the video, I hit 180 pounds. I've just been feeling fucking strong. And this is where I'm going to exhaust as much progress as I can in this phase. Although I don't like the way that I look, I like the way that I train. I like the way that I feel whilst I'm training. So It's definitely an area that I haven't spent long here in the past, and I'm definitely determined to spend the next 4 or 5 months here before I go into a contest prep. I hope you enjoyed today's voiceover, and I'll see you in the next clip. Lemon HDs or HDZ. That's actually pretty good, that. First time trying that. Delicious. Anyway, comment down below keys if you watch the whole thing. Update on the moving out situation. It's a lot harder than what I thought it would be. I said this the other video where I thought renting was quite straightforward. I remember being a uni student and they were like, right, you want this? Yeah, you can have it, it's yours. It's easy as that, but now things have changed. I don't know if it's because it's more popular or whether COVID changed that. I haven't got a clue. But it's a lot more challenging than what I thought it would be. And myself and Jack had a booking the other day about 5 o'clock in the evening. I travelled 2 hours into the car journey, keeping in mind Rotherham is about 2.5 hours from my house, and I was nearly there. Got a phone call telling us that our booking or house viewing got cancelled. And I've just travelled 2 hours up north for no reason. So I got off at the next junction, I did a U-turn, and I drove 2 hours back home. So I literally just wasted 4 hours of my time. I should have messaged them fuckers for fuel. Look, pay me for my fuel that I've just wasted going up north. Yeah, it's frustrating, it really, really is, but I'm determined to not give up, and I'm determined to make sure this happens at some point by the end of this year. Just a little bit demotivating when you keep getting rejected, and I don't really know what to do. Here he is. He's had a nice little trim, ain't you, boy? You're looking fresh for the ladies on your walk tonight, yeah? Come on, you're going to be pulling. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, please drop a like, please subscribe, and anything you guys want to see, holler at your damn boy. Hope you've gained something from this video as well. Always like to provide the entertainment as well as the value sort of stuff, but that's just me waffling right now. Have a good one, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
I'm a London scammer. I see it, I want it, I click it. Nights in the bando, pirates whipping. Next day, man started clicking. No boo and waitress tipping. Bad beat, come and take this thinking. Codeine, that's what I'm sipping. Money, that's what I'm missing. Look, I'm a London scammer. I see it, I want it, I click it. Nights in the bando, pirates whipping. Next day, man started clicking. No boo and waitress tipping. Bad beat, come and take this thinking. Codeine, that's what